Good morning. I suppose quite a quick video since my last. I'll have a quick update. Yeah, back down Longside, and it's been a good start back on it so far. Yeah. I did, so John and I got back from France, and I did one night the first week we got back, which I think was the Thursday night, and I wasn't expecting to catch anything, and then Friday morning, so I had loads and loads of liners overnight, on fish 3 rods, as you'll see from the thumbnail. On 2 out of the 3 rods, untold liners all night, to the point at which it had me up at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I'm sat there thinking it's going to go at any moment. It didn't, for some reason, and yeah, I don't know what happened with those two. Maybe the rigs were sitting shit or whatever. But yeah, anyway, getting back to it. Then the next morning, the Friday morning, one rod that hadn't made any noise the entire night, whilst the other two were every 5 minutes getting liners, has burst into life. Run down to it, picked up the rod, and it was off the left-hand spot that I fish out of this swim. Caught loads of fish off it before, never had an issue. It's quite close to a couple of boys. I should beat now. Yeah, it's quite close to some boys, and unfortunately the fish, where it's run, it's gone out, and it's gone around those 2 boys. I sort of hadn't gone far around them, sort of stopped it, but unfortunately it just popped the hook out. So yeah, it happens. It was a little bit annoying, to be perfectly honest with you. Like I say, I wasn't intending. I wasn't expecting to catch anything. My first night back on the lake, especially so soon after coming back from France. I mean, I was just, for God's sake, I was using up bait that I hadn't used out in France, and yeah, it was a real surprise. But that sort of prompted me to think about it and think, well, actually, time of year, fish are on the feed. We seem to have got through that red hot part now, and maybe they're up for a bit of food. So I've got another mix ready. I decided I'd come down on following Sunday night, and I came down. Didn't get down the lake until late, and then put out double the amount of bait that I'd normally put out for a night. Excuse me. And didn't have anything at all, which I kind of expected, but at the same time, having had one so easily on the Thursday night, I sort of thought, oh, okay, yeah, I'll cop on. That milk is not okay. Black coffee it is then. Yeah, so I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it another night. And now Tuesday morning this morning, fished last night, Monday night. I have just had a rude awakening, thinking I had another bite on my long rod to the island. It wasn't. I think it must have been a fish going through my lines sort of halfway out, because when I hit into the rod, I see a big swell around there, and where I'm fishing bowstring tight, you're going to get liners. But yeah, I had 2 fish last night. Again, I got down here fairly late, I was probably fishing by about 9 o'clock. Yeah, probably about 9 o'clock in the evening. I was probably fishing by, and I had my first fish at maybe it was 10:15 at the first take. It's my first fish from the island spot that I've actually landed. I've only had one other take off of that spot, and unfortunately it came off. But yeah, this one really rough. Like, had I lost it, I would have said it was an original, without a doubt. It wasn't original. It was one of the Sussex scalies that we put in last December. A pound up in weight, so slightly larger, nothing crazy or anything like that, but looking nice, looking like it's sort of got a little bit longer and leaned out a little bit, sort of growing into a nicer framed fish than what it went in as. So yeah, happy about that. It's a new one for me and first time it's been caught, so yeah, I was well happy. Thought that'd be it for the night. Chuck the rod back out there, and then an hour later I've got another take. This time it's on the margin rod down towards the tree. Now I haven't had a bite off of that spot at least since last year. Before I found that long spot, what I used to do in this swim, I used to fish one on the tree and one on the left hand spot. So having found the spot out in the middle, or out towards the island, I've sort of neglected that tree spot a little bit, and I started fishing it again because I just thought, well, why not maximise my chances rather than just fishing 2 rods? Let's maximise my chances. You know that tree spot will produce fish, so stick a little 9-footer on it, and yeah, that was the one that went off. Again, great scrap, absolutely tore through both of the other lines, and yeah, it was another stocky, another one of the Sussex scalies, a little bit bigger, so this one I think had put on 2 pounds since we put it in. A little bit of a peculiar thing with its tail, like, I can't imagine, as you can probably hear from the background, you can hear the M25. Now, half of this fish's tail was missing on the bottom. God knows what it was. It could be anything. I know that fish hasn't been caught before, so it can't have been like angler's damage. I don't want to say it's an otter, because in this area, okay, Colne Valley, otters have been known, but I just feel like it's too noisy here, A, with the motorway that I've got behind me, and B, with the boat activity when the water skiing's on and the open water swimming, for an otter to be comfortable to feed here. I might be wrong, but yeah, maybe I'm just convincing myself there's no otters. We do know there's mink on here, and I suppose potentially a mink might have had a go at one of the carp. But yeah, don't know what it could have been. But yeah, seems to have lost half its tail, sort of a bit of a character fish. Quite a short, stocky, round one. But yeah, a couple of pound up from when we put it in, and again, like I say, the first time it's been out. So yeah, I'm well happy to have at least just caught 2. Again, I really wasn't expecting it. I didn't think that coming back for the second night. Well, I say I didn't think it was the right thing to do. I do think it was the right thing to do because the wind swung up this end of the lake, and it definitely looks better now than what it did on Sunday night. But Sunday night it was pushing more of a northwesterly. Now it seems to be pushing more of a west-southwesterly, so it's really pushing up this way. And actually, this morning did look really good before the sun's come right out. I feel like as soon as the sun comes out, it's just going to kill things off again. But yeah, it looked overcast this morning. Thought I was going to have another one, but no, nothing happened. So yeah, sort of up to speed there. I've been thinking that really I need to start giving him some bait. And after talking to a couple of the other members that are giving him some bait, I think it's the way to go. It's this time of year, it's late summer. They know that the red hot, hopefully the red hot weather's gone. I noticed the water temperatures have ever so slightly dropped, so that might just be what's turning them on to feed a little bit more. But yeah, there was a new original caught this week by one of the members. Congratulations to him, absolutely mega fish. And if by the time that I put this video out, he's sending photos, I'll put it in the video as well. But yeah, lovely fish. Ounces, I say ounces, cut a pound under 30. Potentially again spawned out fish. But yeah, really nice fish. And yeah, he couldn't deserve it anymore. He's really been plugging away. So yeah, props to him. But yeah, got a couple of little things need to do on here. Bit of fencing. Seem to have had the typical summer issue with lads coming down and poaching it. Only lure fishing or whatever, but sorted out a little bit more fencing to stop them from getting in now that the water level's low. And I haven't seen them since, so that's one thing. There's a little corner spot down the other end that needs sort of gate out and a little bit of fencing in, so I'm going to sort that out as well over the next few days. But yeah, it's basically where we're at. It looks like I'm going to have to give them a bit of bait and actually do a bit of fishing. I'm sure that won't be a problem. We can turn their nose up a bit of fishing. But yeah, we'll have this coffee and then pack my stuff up. On the off chance I do have another fish, you'll see it. But yeah, hopefully see you next time.